video will cover the basic operation of GoTo and the charge case and how to connect GoTo to your phone. When you open the charge case, it will turn on automatically. Pop GoTo into the charge case. Then press the record or mode button to wake GoTo up. Press the record button to start shooting. And hit the record button again to stop shooting. You can use the charge case to control GoTo remotely from up to 33 feet away. Alternatively, you can use the camera independently to control shooting. When GoTo is off, long press the action button for 1 second. The camera will turn on and automatically enter standby mode. In standby mode, single press the action button to start shooting a pro video. Press the action button again to stop shooting. You can also double press the action button to start shooting a time shift. And hit the action button again to stop shooting. When you're done, long press the action button for 2 seconds to turn off GoTo. Lastly, we'll show you how to connect GoTo to your phone. First, turn on GoTo. Open the Insta360 app, then tap the camera icon. Swipe left until you see GoTo. Then tap Connect Now. Choose your device. If you can't see your device on the list, go to your phone's Wi-Fi settings page to manually connect to GoTo's Wi-Fi. Then return to the app. When connecting for the first time, follow the instructions on the charge case to confirm the connection. Or just tap the action button on GoTo itself to confirm the connection. Once you're successfully connected, you can preview your shot, control shooting, and play back footage via the app.
S03 was the doors. After they got into the water, they got a little, I wouldn't say rusty, but they got very hard to open. These look a little bit different. These little buttons here look a little more pronounced on the side. That button right there, and at the bottom, open it easier. Alright, so on the side door, you can tell they might have improved the waterproofness of it, but a little disappointing. You have a micro USB-C and a mini HDMI out, it looks like. They haven't moved to USB-C yet, so that is that. It comes with the battery actually inside the camera. It is the same size as last time, 1350. Not really a fan of that noise, but okay. It's got a new chipset inside. It's a little bit faster, and the responsiveness of the screen is a lot quicker, I can tell. Yeah, it is. But we have your normal modes if you want to go through this now. Normal video, time-lapse, slow motion, quick stories, underwater, car looping, and what's photo video? Does it do both? I gotta look into that one. I know what that is. So I looked into it via the manual, and it actually is a little more confusing because it labels it car looping instead of photo video, and it doesn't describe what it is at all. But you kind of used it, and it does what it says. So you take a video, and it takes random shots along the way and records them as JPEGs. So that's what that is. Then you get your photo mode, normal photo, time lapse, time photo where you basically set it up and hit a timer, burst, long exposure for night shots, and raw photo. Now raw photo last time was not very good. I even said in my video to just use JPEG. It's not worth using the raw, so we'll try that out too with this camera. So far, the responsiveness is really good. All right, let's see what's inside. This is an unboxing video, not a review video. Also, it does have voice control. Maybe we'll look at that later on. Let's see if all the stuff they shove in these boxes. Now, sometimes I do these videos just so I know how to repack it if I decide to sell it later on. But here we go. Top box. I'm telling you, XT, this is where you could save some money. I don't need all this stuff. All right, these are straps of some sort to strap it down with. Adhesive pads and ways to strap it down with zip ties and a wire cable, not needed. It's like a bicycle mount or a pole mount, that's fine. A micro USB-C cable, which you have probably a million of them at home. And then that's it for that side. Looks magical. Alright, here's your smushed wind reduction for the camera. You put it inside there. Helps out the wind noise. That does work, by the way. Okay, here are a bunch of GoPro style of adhesive mounting brackets for like helmets, things of that nature. Not bad to have if you need it, but I don't think we need to. More GoPro adapters. I mean, it just never ends. We'll get into this. Another GoPro, a tripod extend or mounting thing. The remote. This does work, but not needed. Lens cap. That gets lost in about 5 minutes. And a little adhesive. Now, all right, I'm gonna put all this stuff back because it's the first time maybe you use it, but it's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Oh, you need this. Looking out for you, XTU. Save some money. You don't need all this stuff. All right, what do I do with this? So, even though the box says XTU Max, this is the Pro. They sent me. I'll put this on the screen. You can't see it on my phone too well, but these are the spec differences between the Max and the Max Pro. CPU is called the American Umbrella H22. And also let me run down some of the things on here that kind of stand out. So the CPU is a quad core versus a dual core, 1.2 gigahertz. Also the sensor size is the same as a Max, 1/2.3. And something about that sensor from Sony is that thing has been used a lot in a lot of action cameras, especially the GoPro is a 1/2.3 image sensor. The aperture is 2.8, I believe. Different shooting modes, like the previous Max before. This is not. I didn't have the Max. I had the S03, which had 4K 30, so it didn't have all this stuff. So it's just kind of like two jumps for me, in particular. So now we got 4K 60, of course. Had it in the last camera, but we have 4K 30 Super View. So we'll look at that, and we'll compare that Super View actually with the DJI Action 2 to compare their super wideness. We have 1080p 60 Super View and 1080p 30 Super View. So Super View has kind of been added to this camera, the Pro.